It brings me to my next point, which we're going to get into some offseason talk now. Jamal Williams, along with so many other Detroit Lions players right now, is set to be an unrestricted free agent. And I think that out of all of them, Jamal Williams is top priority to bring back. Now, he did have a huge season, getting those 17 touchdowns, over 1,000 yards rushing. He could get offers from other teams. He's not just going to get offers from the Lions, but I do feel that with that, that post-game interview, and he also said in a locker room interview as well in a Jamal way that he wants to come back. So I think that we can get Jamal back, and I think that we can even get him for a good price because he wants to be here. I think he's a good team player, and I think that he might even take a better deal to help us get more players or, just to help the team overall. And I think that's why Jamal is a great teammate, and we need to lock him up, not just for his skill, but he's a great locker room guy as well. And to get rid of him, would be to get rid of a lot of the culture. I think that he's a Dan Campbell guy, and we need to lock him up for not just next year, but for, I think, a couple years. So with that being said, let's talk about some other unrestricted free agents. But I'm going to tell you my top five. I'm going to tell you the top five guys, not the top five. Yeah, top five. All right. And this is in no particular order. But first off, I already named Jamal. So Jamal is number one to me. And then I got to go with DJ Chark. Although he started off rough and the injury happened, when he came back, him and Goff really had a great connection. And I think that he's earned at least another year here. Hopefully he doesn't want big money. If he does, then we got to let him walk. But if he wants to come back for the right price, and I think he loves the culture here, I think we need to lock up Shark. The next guy, I think we need to bring back Bugs. He did great things for the D-line down the stretch, and he's a great locker room guy. And if it comes down between him and Brockers, to me, the obvious choice is Bugs there, and we're going to get on to that some other time. That's a whole other topic about Brockers, but I think we need to bring back Bugs. Another guy on the D-line that I definitely like is Comiskey. And the Lions have expressed interest already, apparently. According to Justin Rogers, the Lions have told John Comiskey they want him back, and there's nothing more the defensive lineman would like after a breakout season. I think he did great. I think it was a big free agent pickup right there, and it was for a cheap price. So I think we could lock him up for another year. He said he would like to come back, unless somebody else gives him a better offer. But I think at the same time, even if he got offered a little bit more money, he would think about the culture here and the guys here, and I would love to see John back. And the last guy that might shock you, some of you, but the guy I'm going to say today, and there are more people I think that we should bring back, but the last guy that I'm going to say today is Thor, Alex Anzalone. He hasn't been the greatest, but he hasn't been the worst. Actually, he has been the best and the worst in a few different weeks, according to PFF. But I think he's got a lot of experience, and I think that he knows this defensive system. He can be a mentor to a young linebacker that we bring in, and he can just kind of teach them, like I said, the system and the culture. He's a Dan Campbell guy. He's iffy every once in a while, and he goes out there and tries to make some arm tackles every once in a while. But you know what? The guy has been solid in some key games, and I think that he's definitely, we could use him another year on this team as he could help the younger guys, and he can get out there on the field and still play. Definitely, he's still got a lot of game left in him, but I think we could really just use him more as a mentor and to help our next up-and-coming linebacker that we hopefully draft in this linebacker, or Rodrigo another year, just to become, the next level linebacker that they can be. But with that being said, who do you guys think we should bring back?